Yo, yo, yo! What is up? Friends, welcome back to the Brave New Wear Fashion Bunker. My name's Christian. So, do you guys like blogs? Typically, blogs implement a form of lifestyle porn. Compelling elements of their life that makes it entertaining to watch. What I present today is the opposite. Lifestyle horror. So join me on this blog. About 2 weeks ago, I decided to leave my apartment in Brooklyn and spend the rest of the quarantine at my parents' house. And the logic behind that was simply that my parents are going to have more room in their house, and that would mean my mom would be cooking for me. What is worth mentioning is that I'm extremely fortunate to have this opportunity, that I have parents who are alive and willing to take care of me, and that I have a job that allows me to telecommunicate so I could leave the city. Because what I'm talking about is essentially a privileged problem. What did I pack for leaving the quarantine or trying to quarantine myself away from the city? Obviously, when we left, we had no idea what was going to happen in New York. It's going through a very difficult time, one of its darkest hours, and it's a strange feeling living there for years and then leaving at this moment. Despite the fact that fashion is frivolous, I think that it's important for us to maintain happiness and creativity and be inspired, because that is what humans can do. We can always have hope and care about frivolous things even in challenging times. Truth be told, I left my biggest flex pieces behind. Those flex pieces include stuff like my Craig Green pants, my OAMC bomber, and the other pieces, pieces from like Comme des Garçons, or like some pieces from Dior Homme, and even stuff like pieces that I just hold on to for sentimental value, kind of like my Geo baskets. I don't think I ever want to sell those guys. And as a result, what was left was, I was kind of looking at the pieces that I do have in my wardrobe, and I'm like, what am I gonna wear? What's gonna keep me comfortable? What's gonna keep me warm? What is kind of more active and mobile? What are the necessities and the pieces that define my aesthetic? I fear that my wardrobe doesn't have these core pieces that I can just like grab and like go with and be extremely comfortable while being very confident. What I feel like my wardrobe lacks is kind of like a capsule wardrobe at the center of it. Basically, a collection of pieces that establish the core of everything else that I build around. Because, like, something that I really want to accomplish during my time, like, making videos and interacting with you guys, is really kind of make a real aesthetic for myself. Every good YouTuber has a defined aesthetic. And since I don't have one, it's up to us together to create it. Let me paint a picture for you. Here's like a fantasy world. This is kind of the aesthetic fantasy that I one day want to be in. I'm essentially creating a mood board right now for you guys to inhabit. Begin with, in this future fantasy, I'm incredibly fit. I'm very like muscular and probably even more handsome. You know, like I get some work done, maybe like a Botox brow lift. They figure out a way to remove this color in my eyeballs. I get a phone call. Hold on, it goes like this, like, bing, bing. Hello, what is it? The Prince of Dubai needs you to help him pick out shoes. Give me 16 hours. Like, I'm like a world traveler, basically, called upon leaders of the world to help solve fashion crises. The pieces in my life are so meditated and well crafted and thought out. Like, my apartment is beautiful, but decorated with such like care and attention. And to accomplish this task of dressing the Prince of Dubai, quote unquote, I have like a Rimowa like carry-on suitcase and like a beautiful, that aluminum. And like on my bedside table, I have like a thoughtful watch, like a Cartier Tank or Submariner or something like that. And to put in the suitcase, my perfect Rimowa suitcase, I've got like a Hasselblad, like a really decked out laptop. And of course, I put in there my core beautiful pieces. Pieces that would kind of exist in a capsule wardrobe, but we're not necessarily talking about like minimalism. We're not talking about what is the most boring collection of clothes that I can just wear. We're thinking clothes that basically fulfill their duties to the best degree while expressing kind of my fashion identity to the strongest power. And I think this intersection is somewhere in between. They have to be practical and functional. Like, I need clothing to live and survive, but they also have to be like beautiful or interesting in some way. And they should probably, the third section, quadrant, should be they are well made in a way where it's not like trash. Basically, this is like, I'm giving them a forever home, and the forever home is my wardrobe. Essentially, in that fantasy I painted for you, I'm like a combination of Anthony Bourdain and James Bond. You know, it's like I'm essentially a middle-aged white man with a current or past substance abuse problem who has very good taste. And in that, it's not just about having good taste and then just owning everything. It's like having good taste and owning things that are so perfectly constructed, that do their function perfectly. And to the point where, as we go along in these kind of blogs or whatever, and we try to establish what the core principles of the aesthetic are, here is one. Exercise discipline and creative vision to shape the world around me and ensure that the things I own serve their purpose to the highest caliber possible. That last part is important. The things serve their purpose to the highest caliber possible. And it's something that I've always lacked the discipline or like creativity to pull off, but no longer. So let's start. And I'm getting to the close, okay guys? I want to just start by saying, I've got a problem. I'm trying to fix it. Admitting you have a problem is the first step to recovery. And I know I made a video about this like a year ago. This is a wardrobe intervention. But this time I mean it. So this is the first tenant. I'm just going to put it right under Bernie. People were complaining. I got at least one comment complaining about the political undertones of the bunker. This is just stuff that I found from, like, my youth, okay? I'll put up, we'll put up some competing political views, but I'm gonna have to decide what that is. Maybe something wacky, like libertarian signs. Okay, you guys dealt with me long enough, so now I'm gonna talk about what I packed. Let's start with shoes. So, first and foremost, I packed my, you know, all black Docs. My blackout Docs, so these are, you know, frankly, I just knew I'd need boots for living on the farm. It has already snowed while we've been here, so yeah. These are great for the price, and they're great shoes, and there's nothing wrong with that. But certainly, a military boot style like this could be upgraded. Like if I could cop those Dior Homme boots, or, you know, like from the first variant. The other shoe I packed was, frankly, another Doc Martens shoe, so get at me. The loafers with the crazy leopard print. I really love these. Caroline got me these for Christmas this year, and they're awesome. They're the chonkiness that I want. I think that this is wild and fun, and they're so easy to wear that it's like, when I first got them, I basically wore them every day for like 2 months. Like, I have Basswegians, you know, like I have the OG Kush loafer, but I love wearing these. The one thing I regret not packing in the shoe department was my New Balance 990s. I don't have like an athletic shoe with me, which was dumb. Jacket 1. Basically, this is the only jacket I really packed, is this North Face Nuptse in black. And I have it in a size medium, which is just the right size for me. This jacket is, you know, maybe it's basic, but it's super warm. And, you know, I just think, like, if you're returning to New Hampshire, you gotta bring something that is just, like, functional, warm jacket. So far, these choices make sense. It's like like you got a pair of boots, you got a pair of loafers, you've got your sneakers, you've got this jacket. So far, we're building like a relatively okay wardrobe, but this is where it falls apart. We wanted to wear things that would be comfortable, practical, make sense. But it's like, what ended up happening is a lot of this stuff is just boring, and it's like, where's the rest of the life of your wardrobe? So these pieces aren't bad, but they're not the perfect ones. We've got, a champion crew neck in navy. Perfect. This is, everybody should have stuff like this. It's a size large, which is perfect for my form and physique. It fits boxy. I love it. To accompany the crew neck is the black hoodie. Same problem. So this is also a size large. I took out the pull string because it was driving me nuts and getting wrecked. You seeing a pattern yet? We got a lot of comfort. We got a lot of hoodies. This is a Oak NYC hoodie, and I like the way it fits because it is deliberately boxy. All right, you crybabies, I'll try this on. Hold on. See, so the shirt is long. That's a good indication of the boxiness because I do really like this hoodie. It's pretty cool. The only thing is it doesn't have the kangaroo pouch. I hate that. Otherwise, I think I would buy more of these. Then, are you seeing a pattern? Another sweatshirt. This is one that's like all bleachy and oversized and boxy. And you know what, guys? I hate to say it, but I got this from ASOS. ASOS. That's the truth. But I do like it. I think it looks really cool. But, honestly, honest to goodness, I should have just bought something like this and done it myself. These two, honestly, the Oak one and the ASOS one can be replaced, I think, in my heart of hearts. These are two examples of things that are not optimal. They are suboptimal. Horrendous. I got that Sunsea t-shirt, from the famous Boxy Tee video everybody's raving about. I always loved this shirt, and I always will, until my death. I've got this Leopard Print Supreme shirt. I love this t-shirt. I don't know what you think about the brand, but I just love this pattern. It's like an orange. I wear this all the time. This is a fun, flirty t-shirt that I've worn for centuries. This is something Caroline got me for Christmas. It's from a brand from Maine, and there's a butterfly on the back. Hey, Caroline?
Yeah?
What's the name of the Caterpillar brand?
Oh, Liberty Organics.
Because I know you guys are going to want to cop it. I packed multiple of the Uniqlo U boxy tees. I basically threw these in my suitcase. It's super plain. It's a plain Jane t-shirt, but I do love the way that they look on me. I think that things that are boxier, because I'm not very tall, I think things that are boxier and emphasize like my shoulders or like kind of the width look better on me. So I love these t-shirts. So I packed basically all of them. Grab and go. It was like the grab and go yogurt of putting clothes together. Like these these are Dickies. These are the cargo pants. They have the cargo pockets. I wear them a lot. The long and short of it is these were probably like $20, $25. These are sturdy and everything, but Dickies fade and they get like worn and washed out. They're like they're the poor man's Carhartt, I'll say it. So suboptimal. So I've got like these 505s on. They fit straight. I like the fit of the 505s more than the 501s personally, and the zipper I like better. Sue me, okay? And then I've got another pair of 505s. These are the quintessential dad jean, but I'm grab some jeans. You can't improve on a classic. I've got a pair of 316 jeans that are raw denim made with Japanese tears and all of that, but they're just not as comfortable and I don't wear them as much. Uniqlo U wide fit black jeans. I decided to throw these in when I packed because I like the way that they are wide, and these, unlike the Levi's, I think do have a little bit of stretch in them. So actually, overall, these are like a little more comfortable than the Levi jeans. And they're wide. Instead of straight, they're wide. So they're pretty dope. I like wearing them with everything. Are these suboptimal? They're made by Uniqlo. So we can kind of assume they are of fast fashion quality. I've had them for a little while, and I actually picked them up secondhand. If we're really talking about like what is the core, what never changes, is why do I need wide jeans forever? Probably not. That seems more trendy to me. That's just something you gotta think about, guys. I'm sorry, gotta make you ask the hard questions. Last thing on the list was like these are like Uniqlo, they're like leisure pants or whatever, like they're easy pants. I picked these up like one day because I wanted like pants that you could work out in, and these are really that. They're cropped. They're made out of like a 10-way stretch material, and they don't necessarily need to be in like a core wardrobe. They are like kind of workout pants. So is there anything else that I'm like hiding or lying about or something like that? You know, there are some garments that are kind of like joint custody, or I steal them basically from Caroline's wardrobe, like this t-shirt or the famous navy boxy jacket. We did bring that. But the things that I think are missing are like, there isn't like a denim jacket or like spring jacket, really. I do have pieces like that in my wardrobe at home. I wasn't compelled to bring them with me because I was like, they're just not cool enough. This is a moment of contemplation. Would anybody even know that I was cool if this was all the clothes that I had? And that is my greatest fear, not being cool. So it's something that I think in the following weeks, months, years, I'm going to think about what would that super cool guy who described, what is his pieces? How is he replacing some of these garments, and what does he need to add? And, you know, I'm not going to give you all the answers right now because that's content for the future. But it's also stuff that I want to actually sit down and think about and, like, meditate over it. So, if you guys liked the video, please like it. Please comment down below what you think of my wardrobe. And if you liked this content, there's another video on Sunday, so please subscribe. I think I will try to talk more about what I'm going to do with my wardrobe, because I think that as much as it'll be fun for me, I think it'll be fun for everyone to think about how do you actually go about constructing an aesthetic. So, yo, thanks for joining me in the bunker, and I will see you in hell.